Amanda, thank you so much for coming on today. I am so excited to do this interview with you. And so let's get right into it. So, if you could please introduce yourself and share an overview of your business. And also, what is the best website or site address that someone should go to find more about you?
Sure. Well, first off, thank you for having me for this opportunity and excited to share and be here today. So, my name is Amanda Reed, and I'm originally from Indiana, now live in Savannah, Georgia. And I work from home, I was in teaching, I taught for 13 years. And that has led me now to help teachers transition from the classroom to starting their own online business. So I've got a coaching program one-on-one currently, where I work and help teachers through that process. And you can find me at amandareedcoaching.com. And there you can find me. You can request to book a call. So yeah, read about me, find me there.
Perfect. Excellent. My next question for you is if you can please share in detail how you feel successful and wealthier because of building your own business.
Well, I feel successful and wealthier because I have, approached the big task of becoming an entrepreneur. I left the teaching world to serve teachers in this capacity. And just that in itself is a huge success. And then being able to work from home, serve teachers in that capacity, and have control over my future, my income, and showing these teachers that there is this awesome, passionate life after teaching.
Absolutely. I love this. Love it. Okay. So, next question. If you could only choose one answer, what is the number one way that building your business has enriched your life? And why would you encourage other women to pursue building their own businesses as a form of self-discovery and self-empowerment?
Ooh, goodness. One answer. I think that would definitely be the personal development side of things, being in this entrepreneurial space, the work that I've put into myself, my mind, to grow and to get stronger, to overcome obstacles. Definitely no easy task, but the whole mindset work and working on yourself, I say, is definitely the biggest part of getting that success.
Absolutely. Which brings me actually to my next question, which fits in perfectly with what you're saying. Have you ever had or currently have had a coach to help you with your mindset and your business growth? And if so, why would you recommend others to hire a coach?
Yes. Short answer is yes. I have hired a coach to help me with mindset as well as the business side of running your own business. And it is profound. It's huge to have that coach pour into you and to help you with tools and strategies for yourself to grow. And that fear and that self-doubt always creeps in, and those tools and strategies are critical to navigating and working through those thoughts and those things that appear in our head that are in every aspect of life. So it's helped tremendously, and I would definitely recommend any woman entrepreneur investing in themselves in that way.
Amen. Absolutely. I agree with you. And it helps collapse time too, so that you can get quicker results with what you're trying to achieve and, follow the path of somebody that has already done the work and helps you to just navigate your own path as well. So fabulous answer. I'm all for coaching. I've had many coaches, still do, and always will. So wonderful. The next question is a big one because a lot of women seem to suffer a little bit with this. So I'm hoping that you can shed your insights on this. Money blocks are a huge issue for many women. And as I am personally a money mindset and business coach, I love helping women transform their money story. What was, don't mind sharing, your number one money block, and how do you rise above it?
I would say the number one block was for me, how I looked at money, right? I'm just as capable as anybody else, and women who are listening are just as capable as anyone else to achieve and get that wealth that you so desire.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love this. I have a community I just started. It's called the Travel, Dine, and Prosper Society. And one
Okay.
of the reasons that I created it, I'm looking really forward to going with it. And one of the reasons is I find that all of us women, we're so busy building our businesses and we really love it, but we're so committed so much all of the time. It's sometimes all that we think about. And I
Yes.
thought, okay, there has to be a little bit of fun and in the balance here. And so anyway, this club is going to be about women entrepreneurs getting a chance to promote their businesses, learn business building tools and all that good stuff. But also it's going to be a lot about getting complimentary travel and dining and sharing fun things that
Love
we
it.
are actually making money to go and have those nice meals or the nice travel. So based on that concept, I truly believe that we need to expand our worlds and up level our lives and have fun in the process. So I was just curious, how has travel expanded your mindset and your business? And in what ways do you feel that up leveling yourself makes you a wealthier woman every day? Like, what are some of the ways that you traveled somewhere, somehow it strengthens you, and that directly applied to helping you grow your business with some sort of new confidence or open mindedness or whatever it is. So something on
Sure.
that line.
Um, Not sure if this fully answers the question, but last November, so my brother lives out in Colorado, and last November we were finally able to get out there and travel out there to see him and his new baby. And
Ah,
just the fact of leaving your own scenery and your own space that you are, trekking through day in and day out. I like my mind and eyes were so open when I was out there traveling at that time. And it just really puts life into perspective. And it's okay to want to be wealthy so that you can travel more. Because
yes.
that's my ultimate goal, right? Is
Mhm.
to provide my family with the financial freedom and to take our kids to other places that they don't get to see.
Absolutely, absolutely. I personally have traveled all over the world, solo or you know family and friends, and it truly has been one of the best things to educate and expand and build confidence and self-reliance. And I can attribute those traits that I picked up just from traveling
Yes.
directly into my business because and that's why I think that it's great that traveling is so much fun, and to
Mhm.
know that we can also somehow grow our businesses because of putting ourselves out there like that. That's why I really like this idea, so thank you for sharing that, and I love it, so keep
Yeah, it
traveling.
definitely it creates this whole new spark in
Yeah.
your mind and your soul. So when you get back from traveling, you're just much more motivated and inspired.
Yes,
So
absolutely. It's just amazing. There's not enough great things that I could say about it. So, okay, so this go into a little bit more of a sort of a speed round of questions. So more like first thing that comes to mind, and then we'll see how many questions we can get through. And this should be fun. So, okay, first question. Why did you decide to start your own business? What is your big why?
I decided to start it because I wanted my two boys to see what hardworking looks like, and I want them to have a financially stable future.
Love this. Love this.
So that's my
Two.
huge why.
Okay, that's a great big why. I love it. Number two, what advice would you give to someone just starting their business?
Find either community that you can reach out to, a group of women who will support you, a safe space where you can ask questions, and then don't be afraid to network with others.
Love it. Number three, how do you deal with fear and doubt?
Whew, that's a big one. I would say, I mean, it's occurring all the time. So I'm actively going through another fear or, spurt of fear right now. And for me, I relying on praying and, just seeking that guidance and energy to have me go in the direction that I'm supposed to be going. And then whatever that fearful thing is, I just, you just have to do it, and you just have to keep doing it and over and just keep putting yourself out there.
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Easier said than done, but
yeah, absolutely. That's where the prayer part comes, right? Gets us over the edge. Number four, what empowering routines or wealthy woman habits do you follow each day?
Investing in me, having me time. So that means I have to get up a little earlier to beat the kids being up, and getting into my devotions, drinking my water right away, working out, really pouring into myself so that the day is set up for success. And then, can guide me through the day.
Wonderful. What is your big vision for your business? I think you kind of touched on this already, but maybe you can give me your big vision, and if you have a timeline that you hope to achieve that by.
Actually, I do. So by the end of 2023, my huge goal or vision is to create these small group pods for teachers, and make it a small group community. So that each teacher that is, aspiring and working on starting their own online business, they have that support and connection that, I longed for when I was leaving teaching. It's critical. So that's my huge goal. And by the end of 2023, I want to have that group dynamic created and the program created.
I love that. That's fantastic. And you will achieve that. You have your mindset. It's no doubt it will happen. Number seven, how do you set your business apart from others in your industry? You actually have a very nicely niched down business model, so you might not even have this such a big issue, but how do you set your business apart from others in your industry?
I think the most difficult part, I would say, is having a community that is there for encouragement, is there for inspiration, is there to empower other women teachers to take that leap, take that fear. And then also right now, the one-on-one coaching portion specifically for teachers who are transitioning out and starting that big task of running their own online business.
Yes, perfect. Excellent. Number eight, how did you market your business when it was brand new?
First thing I did was utilize like my personal profile and audience, so that, my warm market was aware of what I was setting out to do, and making others aware in case they have connections with teachers, or who might be looking, they have a friend or a family member or whatever it may be, those connections.
Excellent. Okay. And number 10, oh no, I'm sorry. Number 9, what was one of the biggest challenges you had to overcome as you were growing your business?
Mindset. Without a doubt.
Yes,
Without
I
a
have mindset to me, every 80% of your success is mindset, 20% is systems and strategies. I believe that through and through. In fact, I think the 80-20 rule applies to many things, such as
Yes.
dieting.
Yep.
80% good eating, 20% give me that cheeseburger and chocolate, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
yes, I absolutely, mindset's everything. And this goes right into the next question then. Number 10, what mindset around money did you have to activate to overcome challenges related to charging your?
I think it was out of a book I read by Richard Dotts. Dollars Flow to Me Easily, I think is what it was called.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's the book. I am actually, it's somewhere right here. I have it. I'm actually reading this book. Okay, I love this. So we're
Yeah,
right on the
that
same.
in there, there's a quote that he was saying, and it just like totally was like, aha, resonated with me. And it was something along the lines of wealth like is there already. You just have to open your eyes and mind to actually see the opportunities that are there. I don't know if I, quoted that correctly, but it was something along those lines. And I was like, whoa.
That is a
So
whoa.
that
And I'm excited because I literally just have this book. I wish I could show it. I know it's somewhere right around here. I haven't started it yet. So that's amazing that you just mentioned that. So I think I know what I'm reading later tonight.
Yeah, I've read it,
Wonderful.
I think twice or three times. It's really easy read. But it's a good one to go back over and
Yeah.
reread.
It almost reminds me of that thing where, when you buy a red car, you never had a red car before, you buy a car that's in the color red, and all of a sudden you see
Oh
nothing but
yeah,
red cars everywhere. It's sort of
everywhere.
right. But
Yep.
before you never saw it. So it's sort of like paying attention. It's already there. You just didn't notice it before. And so,
Right.
so I love that. And it's so true. So, okay. Number 11, what qualities do you think every entrepreneur should possess?
Ooh, that's tough. Self-driven, motivated, just that willingness or drive to learn and to grow. Like cut the ego out, know that everybody has to start somewhere and we all have to learn in order to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. Fail forward, right?
Yeah.
And don't look at somebody's middle of their business and compare it to your beginning of the business, because they've been doing it for a while. So
yes.
Number 12, do you agree that I already know the answer to this one, but we'll do it anyway. Number 12, do you agree that mindset is more important than systems and strategies, and why? We just kind of covered that one.
Yes, huge. Yes.
Huge. I love it. Okay, number 13. How did you go from turning your passion and expertise into a lucrative client attracting package?
Well, I think it stemmed from, being a teacher and then having the opportunity to be a team lead. So that whole leadership role really, really stuck with me. And, when people are saying, you're so good at XYZ and you're really just a down to earth person and you're not like one-sided or the other sided, you are really neutral with whatever situation comes up and how you handle these situations and still motivate people through that. So I think that.
Perfect. That's great. 14, what has been your biggest victory or milestone that you have achieved in your business so far?
I think the like organic marketing and outreach for others. So just, I know I'm doing what others need. I know, I'm marketing well because people are coming to me and, are asking questions, or, potential clients are reaching out directly to me. So
Excellent. And 15, what will you never compromise on with your business?
My faith. Yeah, just will not,
Love
that
this.
just something is not, nope, not going to compromise on that.
Perfect answer. I don't think there is a better answer than that. So wonderful. Um, and the conviction you had when you said it, you're absolutely, every dream that you have for your business, which will in turn become your life, will absolutely happen based just on the way you said that answer. Number 16, who is your biggest business role model? And also, what is your favorite business book?
Ooh, I think I'm going to have to say my business role model is Maria Went. Um, what is my favorite business book? Goodness. I don't know if it's really considered a business book, but it does help in all areas of life. But it's called The Slight Edge
The Slight Edge. Okay,
by
I'll have
Jeff
to check it out.
Olson.
Okay, okay, perfect. I will look into that book. 17, how do you define success? What does it look like in a day in your life?
I was thinking about this a lot the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. It's just really resonating with me. But in my mind, and what I think, success is the accomplishments within your journey of getting uncomfortable and moving forward and toward that, that goal that you set out to achieve. And day to day, like doing the darn thing, right? Doing
Just do the
the
thing.
non-negotiables, showing up for yourself and for your ideal clients. That is success.
Yeah, absolutely. 19, at what point did you look at your business and consider it a success? Like from the moment you started it to a certain point down the road, what was it where just felt like, okay, I got this. This is working. I'm going for this.
I think it was the point where I suddenly had this like alignment. Like alignment, total in alignment. Like this is what I see myself doing. This is how passionate I am about serving teachers. Yeah, I think that switch that flipped, just becoming in alignment with what I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just know, when you know, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. Let's see. Number 20. What would you change about your business journey if you could go back in time?
Ooh, I think if I could go back, I would change like my negative thoughts and my head, just allowing myself to go down that path, that rabbit hole of believing all the untrue lies that your head tells yourself.
Yeah, it's a process to get there. But then once you kind of learn it, you sort of can catch yourself a lot more quickly when it comes up again, because I think it will always come up through the life.
Always. Yeah.
But it's that awareness that allows us to be able to catch it. And we can only catch it from the ways we first so-called failed. And so it's a failing forward, because everything has a purpose. It serves a purpose, all the good and the bad.
Right.
It's part of the journey. So
yes. Yep.
Let's see. 21. And there's 24 questions, so we're almost done.
All right.
What is what is the hardest part of being an entrepreneur?
The fact that, I mean, you're in charge. You're running your own business. No one is there telling you, you should be doing this or you haven't done this yet. It's the discipline and the day-to-day structure that you have to have in place for yourself.
Yes. And that's not always easy to keep us on our own track, because we can get away with it.
Yes.
So it takes a whole lot of self-discipline. And then, you know, there are those days where it's okay to say, you know what, not today. I know I can feel it. I really need to just have a self-care day, and then I'll get back to it, because we have to
Absolutely.
recognize those moments too. So we're not just push, push and hustle culture and burning ourselves out. So it's about that
Yes.
whole self-awareness and self-respect for keeping our word to ourselves, but also realizing that we're human and we have those moments, as
Right.
long as we're
Right.
not taking advantage of them, right? And
Yes. Yeah. And
making too many
I
excuses.
would say I just finally arrived to the point where I don't have that guilt anymore. Because just last week I had to, you know, take a step out and just focus and work on my mind. And you know, it's okay to do that as long as, you know, it's not becoming a habit, right?
Exactly. And you know, like for me personally, you know, I have the routine that I want to stick to, and I feel really great when I can check off, and it's a great feeling. And it took me a little while to give me that myself that permission as well. And the funny thing is when I know when I really need it, and then I'll take a couple steps back and give myself the space that I need. And the interesting part is I come back sometimes with the most brilliant business focus and new ideas, things that
Yes.
would not have happened had I kept
Yes.
in my schedule, because I had to check off my little list, which is
Right.
absolutely important. But sometimes the best growth you can have is when you're quiet and
Yes.
not doing anything. So that's a nice surprise, because then you feel like, okay, I actually wasn't wasting any time. This was part of the divine process. So
Right. Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
hmm okay. And what is your favorite part of being an entrepreneur?
That I get to work my day how I want. I get to structure it how I want, you know, set the working hours and have that flexibility to go pick up my kids from school.
It's that freedom,
Yeah.
absolutely, that time
Yep.
freedom. I think sometimes the time freedom even becomes more important than the money freedom, but they both matter. But it's a beautiful thing to be able to design your life the way you want it. It's for me one of the best and biggest reasons I'm in my
Oh
own
yeah.
business. Yeah,
Yes.
I can't go back any other way now. You get to a point where you just love it so much that you'll find a
Yes.
way to make it work. So,
Right. Right.
number 23, what is your number one professional tip for women to grow their businesses? If you had to just choose one thing, what would you tell them? Do this first and fast and get it going.
Hmm. I think it would be like as your marketing, focus on one platform and get your audience, grow there, and then move on, because it's so easy to spread ourselves so thin, and
Oh,
that really leads to burnout fast.
it
So
really
just
does.
focusing on that one. Yeah.
I love this. I actually struggled with this. Overwhelm, trying to do everything all at once,
Mhm.
so much overtraining that I couldn't remember. I had to keep repeating, what did I learn? Because I'm trying to do
Yes.
three programs at once. Shiny object syndrome got in the way a
Yes.
little bit. And then I think one of my favorite books was The One Focus. I forget the author, but it was like, I, it finally clicked that, okay, wait a second, I will get so much further by just doing one thing, even
Mhm.
though I was convinced I would get further trying to do everything, which is such a lie.
Yeah.
and
Right.
so many women focus really struggle with the overwhelm, and then it makes you just feel bad about yourself. You just are
Right.
never accomplishing enough, and then you get down on yourself, and then you lose your motivation to do what you wanted to do, which was create this magnificent business. So
Right.
this is really a very important tip that you just said. Do not overwhelm yourself. Make it a joyful experience. Let it be easy. And one focus is the way to do that. One thing at a time, right? So,
Yep. That's absolutely true.
and then the final question is, what is something your audience does not know about you? Something
Hmm.
more personal and fun.
Let's see. I'm assuming that, you know, the people that know me, but the ones who don't know this, they may not know this. So, my husband and I, we got this random job opportunity. Well, he did. And like came out of nowhere. So we moved our family from Indiana to Savannah, Georgia,
Love it.
not even ever visiting here or looking at the place we are renting.
Love it.
Total leap of faith.
Great.
But it's been an amazing experience.
That is beautiful. I love that on so many levels, because that is just a you know, jump and the net will appear moment.
Mhm.
And you just have
Yeah.
that faith in yourself, in your family, in your spiritual connection, to just know that you're capable, whatever it is, and you'll make the most out of that experience. I love that. That's
Yes.
excellent.
Yes.
So
And it's
in
actually, oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's actually like grown our family closer. It's grown my confidence as well. I mean, all areas of life.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool how it all unfolds, and you just go with it. Take the leap of
Yes.
faith.
Yes, keep moving forward, right?
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, well, in closing, I love this interview so much. Women are going to benefit from all of your wisdom and your journey. And I appreciate so much you sharing this, because we are going to have a lot of brand new women just at the very start of creating their business. And to hear what you shared is really beautiful, because it's that pay it forward kind of experience where
Yes.
you're helping them, and then they'll get to a place where they can help someone else. And
Right.
that's
Right.
what this whole thing is about. So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing, this interview and your time with me. And
You're so welcome.
let us know one more time again, where can everybody find you? Because they need to work with you. They need to,
all the teachers, you can find
yes.
me. You can find me amandareedcoaching.com, and Reed is 2 E's, REED. So
Excellent. Thank you so much, Amanda. And you'll have to keep us posted on all of your successes, your
absolutely.
pods
Thank you.
at the end of the year. And we'll maybe have a chance to have you come back on a year from now, or however that might be, and we can see even more of the progression that you've made in your business, and
I love that.
just keep going. Yeah,
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Well, I thank you so much, and I wish you a great rest of the day, and keep building your business. And thank you again.
Thank you so much.